sending it to you.
20.
No.
So how long do we have to do this for?
Allowun ko huluden. Dalagartin elawul puchimo. Sifatan bad.
Hello, and thanks for joining us for our first film show of the new season with our critic, Lisa Nesselson. Welcome back, Lisa. Thanks for being here. We're starting with the 80th Venice Film Festival, which gets underway this week. The world's oldest film festival is usually one of the most glamorous. It's thought Adam Driver will be there to promote Michael Mann's Ferrari and Jessica Chastain for Michel Franco's Memory. But it's also thought the Hollywood strike will mean less stars this year, Lisa.
Oh, absolutely. But anybody but greedy studio heads would agree that the strikers' grievances are justified because their livelihoods really are on the line. In support of those striking industry professionals, technically, no American film should be promoted at festivals, but a few received special dispensation. For example, Sofia Coppola's latest, the period piece Priscilla, which explores, based on Priscilla Presley's own memoir, what it was like to be married to Elvis.
Okay, well, let's take a look at a young romance. Very young.
What about boys at school? Must be some handsome ones.
Definitely looks worth a watch. Another true story spun around another incredibly gifted American musician has generated headlines before its world premiere in Venice.
Bradley Cooper plays American composer and conductor Leonard Bernstein in Maestro, a film he also co-wrote and directed. Leonard Bernstein was so talented and charismatic. Kids of my generation learned to love symphonic music thanks to Bernstein's televised young people's concerts. We were all wrapped in front of the TV. Maestro apparently concentrates on the Bernsteins' marriage. Carey Mulligan plays his wife, and their 3 children, and just trying to be loving and normal despite his incredible fame and his sometimes disruptive bisexuality.
Okay, well, here's a glimpse of that romantic partnership in a whirlwind of professional obligations.
Maybe I should stop and think for a
You
second.
should stop and think, because I am sending it to you.
20.
No.
So how long do we have to do this for?
Well, we need to build up a very strong connection. Are you itching to move?
No, I'm not.
Well, Bradley Cooper bears a striking resemblance to Bernstein, but there's controversy about his use of a prosthetic nose, which some people are decrying as Jew-washing because he's not Jewish, is he?
Well, Bernstein's 3 children released a statement saying there was nothing offensive about the nose, and they're certain their father would have been fine with it. The Anti-Defamation League, which monitors and fights anti-Semitism, said the charges of Jew-washing were way out of line, that calling a fake nose racist is uncalled for because just plain mistaken. In the controversy department, some have chided Venice for inviting directors who have been caught up in the Me Too movement and its aftermath. Roman Polanski, Luc Besson, and Woody Allen. Now, Roman Polanski just turned 90. His new film, The Palace, is a dark comedy set in a luxury hotel on New Year's Eve, 1999. Luc Besson will premiere Dogman, which has been sold all over the world. Besson's career was on hold for roughly 4 years because he had been accused by an actress of rape. The case was just dismissed in his favor on appeal. Woody Allen's 50th film, Coup de Chance, has its world premiere in Venice. Now, he shot it primarily in Paris in French, with a high-profile cast of well-known French actors across several generations who jumped at the chance, knowing that, at least in Europe, working with Allen could only enhance their resumes, not mar them. But in the rush to decry the presence of these directors, little has been said about Italian director Liliana Cavani, who was born in 1933 and directed the 1974 masterwork of historical perversity, The Night Porter. She has a new feature film about a group of friends who discover that the world may be ending in a matter of hours. And, age 90, she'll receive the Golden Lion for Lifetime Achievement.
Okay, well, it certainly sounds an interesting lineup. Back here, the Deauville American Film Festival kicks off at the weekend, now in its 49th year. I'll be there for the opening. Does it look like a good year?
It does indeed, from a film-going standpoint, but all of the acting honorees, Jude Law, Natalie Portman, Peter Dinklage, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, canceled due to the strikes, to respect the strikes. But most of the directors will be on hand from the 13 films in the competition dedicated to American independent film. And Jerry Schatzberg, now 96, is coming for an opening night tribute and retrospective. He's still a ball of energy, and his filmography includes Scarecrow with Al Pacino and Gene Hackman, which tied for the Palme d'Or 50 years ago in Cannes. Now, Schatzberg honed his eye as a professional photographer. You'd surely recognize a lot of his portraits. And Schatzberg is nothing less than a living link to 20th century independent filmmaking.
It's been a great summer for movie-going in France and worldwide. Big hits like Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer and Greta Gerwig's Barbie and the latest Mission Impossible have helped a lot, haven't they?
Certainly. I could bury you in statistics. Let's just leave it at the fact that ticket sales are up by a third compared to July last year. But what I'd like to point out is that not that long ago, the professional and general interest press were declaring that traditional movie-going was dead as a doornail, that soon there would hardly be any movie theaters anymore in many countries, especially in the U.S., because everybody just wanted to stay home and stream series from their couch. Well, obviously, given what's happened the last few months, this was wrong, incorrect, mistaken, off base, short-sighted. It would seem that lots of people do want to leave their homes and have a communal experience in front of a big screen. All it takes to motivate crowds is a few movies worth seeing. What a concept.
And here in France, more people have been going to theatres than they did before the pandemic.
Yes, it's the same this year in Germany. Now, this may sound counterintuitive, but here in France, summer has never really been a big movie-going season. People are off on vacation or preferred to be outdoors. Until very recently, it was assumed that a French film that came out in July or August probably wasn't very good. But Anatomy of a Fall came out on August 23rd and had the best opening of a Palme d'Or winner in 10 years.
Wow. Well, another kind of film to talk about that's out today in France is Banel and Adama. It's the debut movie from Franco-Senegalese writer-director Ramata-Toulaye Sy, who's a member of the jury in Deauville this year.
Yes, her story, set in very rural Senegal, is basic and yet quite layered. Banel and Adama are madly in love. He doesn't want to lead their village, and she doesn't want to have a child. But smothered by tradition, they're the only ones in the vicinity who care about what they want. It's gorgeous to look at, which bumps up against possibly unwholesome motivations.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lisa. See you in Deauville next week. We'll leave you with Banel and Adama. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Adama? Darana.
Midi wadde sahaji ko sahabbel wonno e sahaji enen non
Allah woni koye hollude en bela garten e laawol puccugo
surtout tan baɗum